We get to choose the next champion? What? Hey guys, what's up? It's Katie and I'm back with another Marvel Contest of Champions video. And we got some huge news from Kabam today via Twitter. So I had gotten pinged in a bunch of Discord messages and I went and checked, and lo and behold, there were a bunch of messages to go check my Twitter. So I went and checked Twitter and there was this tweet from Marvel Contest of Champions, which says, "Summoners, we put the power into your hands. Never done before in the battle realm. You choose the champion." And then there's a link to how you can choose the champion in the linked comment below. And I gotta say, there are some banging options on here to choose. So of course we got Okoye from Black Panther. We've got Hercules, Morbius, Dazzler, Blue Marvel, Omega Sentinel, Ironheart, and Morgan Le Fay. Now, guys, this is a really tough decision for me. And honestly, I don't know who I'm going to vote for out of these three. And here is why. Because for those of you who have been watching my channel or know me or have been in any chat that I have been in when these three are brought up or who we want to see in the contest, I always say I want Morbius, Dazzler, and Morgan Le Fay. So, I mean, this is a really tough choice. I actually said in a couple different chats, like, why didn't Kabam just throw in Dracula in there to make this choice even harder for me? Not gonna lie, I would have just chosen Dracula. That wouldn't have even been difficult. But anyways, I digress. So, they could do some really cool things with these champions if they were to add them to the game. Now, for me, the tough decision is, of course, between Morbius, Dazzler, and Morgan Le Fay. I've been wanting these champions for a long time. I was actually going to cosplay as Dazzler at New York Comic Con this year, but unfortunately, due to the events of COVID, that didn't happen. So I guess I'm going to put that on the back burner until, well, next year, maybe. We'll see. So, I really think Kabam could do a lot of cool mechanics with these champs. So if Morbius were to be added to the game, he would obviously have some superhuman strength and speed. He could have he has heightened senses in the comics, so maybe he has kind of something similar to like a danger sense mechanic or a foresight, I guess is what you could call it. So, and then in the comics, he can hypnotize weak-minded people. So, you know, maybe he could put on like a sort of dazed debuff on the opponent. Now he can heal. So obviously he would have some OP regen, and obviously he would have some bang and bleeds. Now, for me, Morbius would be a science champion, just because of how he actually came to be. So if Morbius was created, that's kind of the powers that I would give him. I think he would be kind of a really cool addition to this game. It would definitely add on to Blade and Elsa. So Elsa would be a formidable counter to Morbius, so that would be pretty cool. So now let's talk about Morgan Le Fay. I'm gonna leave my girl Dazzler for last, but Morgan Le Fay, this girl here, she would obviously be of the Mystic class, and I kind of feel like she could be the next OP Scarlet Witch. I think she is potentially the Scarlet Witch that we would all want. Now, she doesn't necessarily do the probability, she doesn't manipulate the probability magic like Scarlet Witch does, but she basically gets her powers or her magic, so to speak, from three different sources. So now she can do all kinds of different things. She can manipulate magic for the variety of effects. She can mind control. She can do illusion. She can do astral projection. I mean, there's a lot of things that she could do. So she would definitely be a mystic champ. She would definitely have like OP nullify. She would get some mad power gain. Her regen would be good. There's a lot of things that Kabam could do with Morgan Le Fay that I think would be epic. So have even just I could spend an entire video just talking about Morgan Le Fay, and hey, maybe I'll do that. But she is an awesome character in the comics. If you don't know who she is, you should definitely go look her up. But she is really cool. So now I want to talk about my girl Dazzler. Because I've been asking for this chick for a long time. She would obviously be a mutant class. Now, in the comics, she can transduce sound into blinding light. She has a dazzle blast, lasers, photon blast, holograms. I mean, she can basically convert energy into all of these different forms, including fog, force fields. She can do radiation blasts, and she can also do this stuff. It's like a therapeutic light. So basically you could maybe have her, she could have a synergy where, you know, she kind of quote unquote heals, almost like the Restoration Kit synergy with Deadpool and Nick Fury, or not Dead, yeah, well, Deadpool and Nick Fury. So I think that would be kind of cool. She would basically kind of heal your champions maybe, or shrug off a debuff. That would be kind of cool, but she could essentially be almost like the female version of Havoc, only maybe a little bit more powerful. Actually, she could be more powerful because technically at one point in time, she was a Herald of Galactus. So you can see why this decision is so tough for me to make. I'm definitely going to have to kind of sit on it and maybe think about it for a little bit. Who knows if I'll go between Morgan, Morbius, or Dazzler. Right now, the way I'm thinking is I'm actually leaning more towards Dazzler, and here's why. Because Morbius does have a movie coming out. So I'm kind of holding off on voting for Morbius because I'm just hoping that when his movie drops, Kabam also drops him into the game. Not drops him from the game files, if he's even in the game files. I don't even know. But I don't know if any of these have already been created yet or not. So hopefully we'll know more. But the fact that they're using images from the internet makes me assume that none of these are created as of yet. So, but anyways, guys, that's all that I got. Let me know in the comments below, who will you be voting for? Are you super pumped about being able to vote for the next champion? Who do you think I should vote for between Morbius, Dazzler, and Morgan Le Fay? Let me know in the comments below and let's discuss. And here is a word from my, well, you'll see.
Hey man, it's me, Kevin Smith, and if you enjoyed the mediocre Mcoc video full of scrub gameplay, then show Katy some love by hitting like and subscribe, man. Katy don't ask for much. Katy did ask for this. Katy did. So do like Katy did and bug people and get you to like and subscribe, man. She's doing that Mcoc beautifully. Not mediocre. Katy!